Hey folks, Energy here and welcome back to another 2S video, and this video is dedicated to Crevox, one of the best summoners in the game right now. As you can see here, he managed to reach 14 billion damage on the weekly raid boss. Now this is week 33 by the way, and we have Demon Lord Mythos with Plantide, Holy Attribute, and Leather Armor. This is super huge by the way because 14 billion damage is a lot. Let's go ahead and check his gear real quick and just show you guys what he's using for the weekly raid boss. So we have full colorline set effects, full glacier armors, along with plus 21's main weapon, which is the staff, glacier staff, and plus 21 this nice Savinos trinket. This is super huge. He also using the full random set inker with perfect status by the way, 80 intelligence, 80 cons, 80 SPR, as well as at 265 critical rate. He also using the demonic inker as well for summoning the build. Now, this is really interesting because we know that Caroline set effect is getting up in the future, so we might see some different variation for summoner build, but this guy is dedicating his life to summoner builds and is super huge. He also using Vivor trinkets on his trinket as well, along with Glacier Staff Inkers on his main weapons. He also have that Divine Retribution art by the way, so I do want to point that out. And this is super good because I have not seen many summoner be able to do something like Crevox did. Also, I do want to point out is that some of his gear is literally god tiers. If you have not noticed yet, take a look at the left of his equipment, especially his Border Seal. That's right, it's plus 5 Border Seal. We are starting to see more and more players outside of Tesla getting plus 5 Border Seal. Now, I do want to point out that plus 5 Border Seal is roughly 34% chance or 30% chance, starting from all the way plus 4 to plus 5, and you need 2 plus 4 to make a plus 5 Border Seal, and the chances is roughly very low even with automatic stone that you invest into. So this is super huge for a dedicated players like Crevox, who's invest a lot of time in summoner builds. He knows what he's doing, he's know where summoner is going to lead to, especially with this ranking of 14 billion damage. Now, I do want to point out that there are a lot of options for the art equipment, especially for Divine Retributions, Thunderbolt art, Storm art, and flat SPR art, which increases summon damage for your catcher. Now, this is huge because I noticed that Crevox is using Divine Retribution, so that means that he's focused on burst damage continuously in order to reach 14 billion damage on the weekly raid boss. Additionally, this is not the first time that Crevox break the meta. 2 months ago, he did the same things for the weekly raid boss. He managed to get 10 billion damage on top of every single wizard classes, and the rest of wizard classes at that time was doing 5 billion damage, 6 billion damage, literally just below of what he's doing as a summoner builds. Now, if you look at the weekly ranking for week 33s, you notice that swordsmen, archers, scouts, and clerics are doing roughly between 4 billion to 5 billion damage, while the wizard like Crevox is doing roughly 14 billion damage, literally double the damage on top of everybody else in the wizard ranking. Now, there is another player and his name is Dimsum. His gear is almost identical to Crevox with plus 21 Glacier Staff, plus 21 Trinket, plus 21 Glacier, but unfortunately he's not using the Glacier at the moment right now. I believe he's doing CM. He also has full colorline set effect with plus 5 Border Seal. He is using Towers, Featherfoot, and Shadowmancer. This is another DPS build compared to Pyromancer, Elementalist, and Towers. It definitely does a lot of damage in my opinion because this guy does not have Divine Retribution art. However, even if Dimsum get Divine Retribution art, his damage will might go up like 8 billion or 9 billion. It won't catch up to a summoner build like Crevox. There is definitely a huge mechanic that I'm missing right now, because summoner build is doing so much damage compared to any other classes, and it's making me wonder, is it really that the gears matters or the class matters? Because what I'm seeing here is that Crevox and Dimsum has almost identical gears, but the summoner builds is doing so much damage. It's literally double the damage on top of Dimsum builds. I don't know, what do you guys think about this one? This is pretty interesting. Let me know in the comment below because I want to know what do you guys think about summoner build. This is Saturday once again, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.